Yeah, I don't have to set up anymore. I moved. This is like
Oh, so yeah, is this your closet?
this is my closet. So it's like really easy. It's like in my bedroom. Just
That's awesome.
yeah, I kicked my wife out of the walk-in closet. Took it over.
Sure she hasn't forgiven you for that yet.
Hey guys, welcome to Inside Comics with George Michail. Really quick, if you like this kind of content, hit subscribe and tell a friend about it. Today, my guest is Murphey. Thank you for being on the show, Murphey.
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. So you have a Kickstarter live right now for Miss Meow #2 and DEATHRAGE #2.
Yes.
Yeah. And I wanted to talk to you about writing the second issue of a comic book. How do you go about that? What are you trying to accomplish with the second issue? And do you have any tips for people watching at home?
So Miss Meow and DEATHRAGE are kind of both, they're different in the way that I had to go about it, because Miss Meow is really like the anchor storyline. Miss Meow #1 was kind of the introduction into this world. So that first issue had a lot of first appearances, it had a lot of characters, it had a lot of kind of laying the groundwork for our universe. So Miss Meow #2 was more of an introduction to her. We get to see her, we get to see where she comes from. We get to see where her whole space, and like how she's like super high tech and she's super rich. It's really an introduction to her as a character. Whereas DEATHRAGE #1 got to do that. And so the next step there was to, okay, we know how he became. So now we need to see, what does he do with that power? Where is he going to go? How does he act? It's a lot of, you lay your groundwork and then you get to kind of create more of a personality, more so than you do in that kind of that introduction.
Yeah, writing a first issue is so tough. Yeah. There's so much to cram in. You got to set up who your characters are and, leave it with like a hook and like what's going to happen next and kind of set up your whole story. There's so many balls to juggle. With issue 2, you can really kind of dive into your characters a bit more and then kind of start them further down on their journey as far as to like where they're going.
Exactly.
Do you plan a lot when you're mapping out your story arcs?
So I started out with both. Miss Meow kind of started with more of a really broad idea of like the universe of Merc in general. Miss Meow, again, being the anchor story, is going to hit onto all of the really, really big, important plot points when it comes to the universe as a whole. Whereas DEATHRAGE, when I started writing that, it was kind of a complete story. Like, it's his origin story. So I knew the beginning, I knew the end. And so I have some ideas for the in-between, but it's really, I've got a lot of wiggle room and like things to play with. And we've actually got a new writer that's going to be working on a new book that kind of goes back and is like in like the BC times. We're going to meet like the Queen of the Spartans. And it's been really cool working with him, because we kind of having someone to work ideas off of and kind of like bounce options and different things you can do. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I do a lot of planning too. I like to do like the storyboard thing with like a poster board, and I got like little Post-it notes, and I map out kind of where I'm going, not just for like action, but also character arcs and their emotions and how they're feeling as they go through the action and the plot of the story. So I find that issue 1, like I said, is so tough to write, but issue 2 is where you can really kind of start to have some fun and really get to live with the characters a little bit and get to know them. Exactly. So can you tell me a little bit about the Kickstarter that you have going right now? Why did you decide to put Miss Meow issue 2 and DEATHRAGE #2 together?
So we did Miss Meow #1 back in December, and that was our big jumping off point. We weren't sure if people were going to like it or if they were going to be excited about it. And we had a really big positive reaction from people. And then we did DEATHRAGE, which went into production, a few months after Miss Meow. And so by the time those were both completed, we were kind of at a point that we could start production on both of them really simultaneously. So when it got to the point of, we finished the Kickstarter for DEATHRAGE #1, and we had both of these books almost completed, which right now I actually just saw the last page for Miss Meow today, and then the last page for Death Rage came in last week. So like they're just about there. So once we kind of saw that we were on a close enough route, and we turn around these Kickstarters so quickly, you know, we end it and then we try to ship it within the next month. It didn't make sense to spread everything out. And now we're seeing that if we put these Kickstarters together, then we can bring on new writers, we can bring on new stories. And that's, we really want to just jumpstart ourselves into being the biggest, you know, little indie publisher that we can be. And the best way to get fans is to just keep putting out content. And so my mission is to be the fastest Kickstarter in the West and just keep putting out books that I hope people love.
So what's happening in issue 2 of these comic books?
Yeah, so Miss Meow #1 had the cliffhanger where she is jumping out of an airplane to Area 51. So that's going to pick up right where that left off. She is searching for the Helmet of Leonidas. She's going to meet some new characters. She's going to be thwarted here and there. And then Catfight is also there. She is kind of in the background at first. We get to see her lair, which is full of cats and full of her little minions, which are called her alley cats. And then at the very end, we're going to, well, I'm not going to say the end, but we get to see the more Catfight than we got to in issue #1. And I know people love Catfight. And then issue #2 of Death Rage, he is stranded in Vegas. He's working at the Circus Casino as a Spartan clown to try to get enough money to get an airplane back to Greece because he doesn't know what's wrong with him. He did something terrible at the end of issue #1. He doesn't know why he did it. So he's just trying to get some answers. And he is being hunted by Candy, who was a character in the first issue. She seemed like a side character, but now she's had to step up and take action. And so she's coming after him. And then he ends up getting help from a new character that this is going to be the first appearance of Firekiss, who is like a dark circus looking redhead. She's awesome. And so and you're going to get a fun circus casino fight between the three of them.
Awesome. Yeah. They look really cool, and Firekiss looks cool. I've seen you post pictures of her up on social media.
I'm really excited about her.
Nice. So if people missed issue 1 of either of these series, are they able to get issue 1 with issue 2 on this Kickstarter?
Sure. Yeah, we have, when I first started it out, I had strictly issue 2 on it, and then I just realized how many new people we had on the campaign. So I went ahead and I made a tier that was like just for, if you want to just come in, get the retail editions of everything, or if you want to come in and get the digital downloads of everything, you can do that on Kickstarter. Or we have a sale going on our website right now just to kind of get people like don't wait to read it. You know, you're not going to get the books until August. You may as well get issue #1 right now. It's also up on Comixology.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so people can get caught up and then get it right into issue 2.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, Murphy, I want to thank you for being on Inside Comics. I've linked I've linked the Kickstarter in the video description. So everyone, go down there and click that link and go check out their Kickstarter. See you next time.
Thanks for having me, man.